Hello, Mixer. How you guys doing today? We got all sorts of new things, new toys that we're going to try and get to work. We're not 100% sure if the Elgato's going to work with the Mixer chat. Right now we're having some trouble, but we're going to be troubleshooting it during. Those of you that are new, welcome. A couple ways that you guys can get involved. We do have a tweet up. You can click the link down below. I'll get you a link in chat right now. At 10 retweets, every player gets an advantage. At 20 retweets, every player gets a natural 20. 30 and on, then we kick it to you guys to kind of involve yourselves in the game. After that, you can go down below. You can donate players healing magic items. You guys can make NPCs in the world, all sorts of good and fun stuff. And the last way that you guys can get involved and support is that you can go and sign up to our Patreon, and you get not only bonuses in terms of on our Discord to play and take part in our games. You can also, as a viewer, you get discounted donations. So all that sort of things are helping. So with that being said, let's introduce our players. Hi, players.
Hello.
Hi, so
Hi there.
So,
Hi.
before we even get into recaps or anything else, there's something that needs to be brought to the attention of every player here. Gorbundus, otherwise known as Struggle Bus, had donated to help us get some, to take some art costs off stuff we're doing to improve the stream. In doing so, he'd done so at the kind of start. He didn't realize initially that there were rewards for donating, and he could give it. So today, he decided that each of you is going to get a superior healing potion to cover his donation costs. So you guys may all go down and mark that on your sheet.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
thank you, Gorbundus.
Holy cow.
So
I feel rich. We
Uh,
have healing.
yes, you have healing. Because we did stop before you guys had
I'm going to use it now.
a long rest. How you doing, Josh? How you doing, Deluxe? Welcome, Crystal. No, not you, Crystal, but the Crystal in chat.
Hi.
So, Sparks, you play Antlin. Why don't you give us a little bit about him?
Hi. Antolin is a very pale elf. Most people up until recently, everyone thought he was a really pale high elf. Until recently, he is known as a drow. And he's also a ranger. He spends time up in the mountains and also learning how to use the sword better.
All right. And apparently these buttons aren't working. So, I was going to have this cool little blurb that goes in chat, but I guess we'll go next to you there, Firefly Arc. Are you playing Ileana Stormblade?
I am. Hi. Ileana's a half-elf bard. She's got long black hair and green eyes, and she's usually writing down stuff. But she's probably looking around trying to figure out where we go from here.
All right. And that takes us to Mad Ringer, played by Craig. I'm hitting the buttons hoping one of these works, by the way. Not going to lie.
Which
We
button?
have
I made buttons for you. Well, yeah, all blurbs. But apparently they're not working.
Huh.
Aww.
Well, Matt is fairly unimposing with that is he's a late 20s, brown hair, his distinct mark with flakes in his eyes. He is a warlock and a that distrusts magic to the point they will birthday.
So, see if I pull this one up, it works. Nope, it does not. Great, thank you. So, that takes us to Rosalind, also played by Azuri the Kitty.
Hello. Okay, so first, Rosalind is a human fighter who is interested in halflings.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I will totally read the button to you later. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, she was once a mercenary, had ran away, uh, got in scuffle, got in some problems, started working for the Foxfields. Thought they were all good and all, but something seems to be up and going, along with the whole Foxfield dealios. So, that'll be all.
All right. So, still playing. Okay, I will edit that right now. Thank you, Firefly. And then last but not least, but totally the shortest, Thomas.
Hello. Play Thomas, a halfling. Likes having a good time. Does not like dragons, and currently has one mentally talking to him. So that's of course a problem. However, on a plus side, he did get to marry the love of his life, Rosalind. And if you don't believe me, I can check my notes. Yeah, I married her. Awesome.
No.
Need verification from the rest of the party. Thanks,
Slow
y'all.
chat
Appreciate your
on?
support. Yep, see.
My God.
It
There was
should
a
be
ring and
slow.
everything.
Oh,
She does have a screen.
she does not have the ring.
Your,
Need
his,
to roll a sleight of hand.
his mom seemed to think you're married.
Mm-hmm.
That's because reasons.
Reasons like you're madly in love.
No.
Let's not use the phrase madly right now.
Oh.
Take a swing and hurt me.
No.
So, getting kind of into it. Nasi, why don't you recount pretty much your epic kill from last session, if you don't mind?
Okay. Well, we went to, we were on our way to Ekren's Hollow, and we had to go by this watchtower, where it was being guarded by a green dragon. And we waited till the dragon took off and was looking for food, and saw our opportunity to make our way to the tower, because we had to go to the tower, because of, we need to get weapons to fight the Black. Dun, dun, dun. And on the way, and as we got there, we saw some cultists who were starting chanting, things like that, and we snuck up on them, and for lack of a better term, killed the hell out of them. And then the dragon came down, and we had a fight with the dragon, and we all worked together. We, before we went over there, we decided that as much as we've been through, we can take a dragon, because we're cocky like that. And we took the dragon because we're good like that too. And Thomas, as it was starting to fly off, Thomas was able to get the final kill shot in.
So, I need to kind of stop you there for a second. As Tree donated $30. Random magic item. Hold on, I need to get the rest of that because I was a little bit slow on that one. But
Tree!
Thank you,
It
Tree.
just says tree. I don't know if it was actually tree. There's a lot of E's. So,
Might have been a read.
random magic item to a random person. Roll a 1d5 and then a nat 20 to the rest. So if you do not get the magic item, okay, then you will at least get a natural 20 through donations. That being
I
said,
approve.
I'm going to roll the d5. We're going to go in order of how we have our thing. So Antlin, you are 1. Ileana, you are number 2. Mad 3. Roslyn 4. And Thomas number 5.
All right.
Tree, if that's actually regular Tree, thank you. If it's someone else in the chat, thank you as well. All donations are always greatly appreciated here. So thank you very much.
It was Tree. Tacklelugs.
So, Antlin, I would like you, it was a $30, and, you guys did you hit level 6. So, you know what, Antlin? I would like you to roll on the, I'll actually give you a choice, Antlin. You can either roll on the major items uncommon or the minor items rare. your choice on the pool. Now waits for him.
He's gonna be asleep.
Dude, Spartans, are you really asleep already?
That's impressive. He's beating the time on module.
I know he did. He's already fell asleep.
No, I'm not asleep. I can't talk and press the button at the same time.
All right, we'll go press the button. Let's go.
Multitask.
Which one was it again?
You can either do major items, uncommon, or minor items, rare. I'll give you the choice. You guys are kind of on that. You're not quite to rare yet in terms of power level. Hey, Templar, how you doing, man?
Holy cow, it's raining.
So that the other 4 people will get a natural 20, which does not expire because it's donation.
Oh, thank you.
Mainly because you're a couple season. Oh God, not this item again with you. All right, so Antlin, as you guys are around camp, it does start to rain, and there just seems to be this. It's about the size of your hand, but it's a finely carved wooden boat, which is just sitting there. Do you pick it up?
I pick it up.
Yeah, immediately upon picking it up, you realize that they start. It can expand. It's magic. Do you expand the boat?
I'm holding it in front of everyone, looking at everyone. It's like, look what I found. And he says, he's like reading the commands like all the way to it. And I picture him, the bolt unfolds and he goes flying.
Good.
So you open it up and send yourself flying. So you guys see it and go, watch this! And he opens this like tiny boat that becomes a full-size longboat, I believe. And you just see it go flying into the bushes from the impact.
Helen, are you alright?
I'm gonna go pick up the boat.
I'm gonna help Aunt
Me too.
let out.
What is... What?
Helen
Okay.
raises a hand from the bushes and just says, I'm okay. It was witchcraft.
I have to say...
It's not. It's
Mm,
need that cat.
It's magic.
Antlin.
I think it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
So Struggle, also known as Deluxe in the chat, it would like to also give you a natural 20 from his previous donation pool, just to even things up with the natural 20s. So you can also march down a natural 20.
Okay, I will mark that on my sheet. Thank you.
So, as was said, the rain starts to kind of hit the area pretty hard as you guys are on the road. You guys could see that these outline, these mossy walls, and overgrown parts of this road that you're on. At the very distance of your vision, you can see the outlines of large walls. However, the rain is coming down, so are you guys going to push on? Are you going to take cover? Just so I know where you guys are at.
If it's starting to rain harder,
It looks like it's going to get worse eventually, but right now it is passable.
We should find shelter at least.
Just in case. Worst comes to worst, we can all sit in the boat and float.
It is still a full-size boat, by the way.
We could all
Thomas
put
is
it
dragging
over,
this thing. What the hell?
we could all put it over our heads. Use it to keep ourselves dry.
I got a better way.
That's a smart idea.
So you guys are going to turn the boat upside down and use it for shelter, all carrying it?
Thomas can't
Yes.
reach up. Thomas can't reach up for it.
No. So Tom is standing in the middle of the party.
I'll,
Is just walking under the nice, Thomas, you get a free ride here.
I'm walking underneath Rosalind.
Okay.
I was gonna
Wait, what are you doing?
gonna
Nothing.
make it the size smaller where we can all just like walk together underneath it.
Yeah.
So, what did
Thomas-
he say?
Thomas, roll me a stealth.
Okay.
I like to like push Thomas out into the rain.
You can see, we can see him. You can roll me an active perception because you're looking to push him.
Oh,
You
I
can't
gotta
seem to find
whisper.
Thomas. Yeah, you can't seem to find Thomas. You look around for him. You know, in
Does-
front of you, not there. You look over your shoulder. You don't seem to see him.
Has anyone seen Thomas?
The rest of you clearly see Thomas between her legs.
Thomas reaches up and puts his fingers to his lips to shush.
He'll catch it.
He
Get you were broke up there, Firefly.
I said he can't have gone far.
Wait. It's storming out. Why would he?
He's not on
Okay.
the boat, is he?
No. He's literally between her legs.
Oh.
The rest of you can see it.
Oh, okay.
He's just in her blind spot.
He's under you.
Tries to look.
Thomas shakes his fist at Ileana.
She looks at him. But you are.
Not
Hey Thomas, with all of us carrying the boat right now would be a good time to tickle her.
How would that be a good time to tickle her? She's part of the ones we're
Excuse
using to
me?
hold the boat up.
Thomas is going to get out his pan flute and start playing a song.
Okay. What song is he playing?
Sailing Away.
Okay.
Marching music. I like it.
It's an amazing rendition. I mean, this rogue rolls better than most of our bards in the game. When it comes to
Can
playing
confirm.
instrument, dude, to paint this as a picture for you, Missouri, because you haven't been able to see these rolls. His average rolls like a 27 every time he plays. Yeah, his dice when it comes to rolling his pan flute are amazing.
Thanks. Now I feel so much better.
Oh come on, you can almost hit a 40. No one needs to hear that.
No.
Grumbles. So
Rosalind's gonna try to push Thomas out away from her legs.
okay, so give me an athletics at disadvantage because your hands are kind of still propping on the boat, so you're kind of trying to do this, just by kind of putting your, actually hold on a second. Now I need to think about this story wise. So you would normally have disadvantage because you're already doing a task, right? However, you have proven time and time again that you can kick a halfling. So I'm going to let you roll this evenly on the athletics. Thomas acrobatics.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, Osri, I roll better stealth, I think, than Thomas.
I'm not kicking. I'm just trying to push him away.
Yeah, no, but yeah, exactly. You're just trying to move him. I'm not full of kicking. So you go to like you put your foot there and you go to almost like donkey, like almost a donkey, but more just a push instead of trying to do any sort of harm.
Like a donkey.
You bring your foot back and you realize that Thomas has grappled your leg, and he is hugging you on the chin, and he just smiles up.
I
at
miss you so much. I missed you. I missed you.
He killed you. He killed you in that role.
I stick my leg out in the rain and start shaking him off.
Okay.
Alan pauses.
Acrobatics, because no one has stopped moving.
I'm hopping while I'm trying to shake the leg.
Yep. Give me an acrobatics, Thomas. You don't need to do anything right now with this one. Let's see where she rolls. Okay, I would like an athletics from you now, Thomas.
Okay.
Get
Alan,
off!
So the rest of you, the front of the boat is just bouncing around, and I just hit the mic, of course. So I don't know if that came over. I'm sorry to the headphone users, but the front of the boat is hopping back and forth as the rest of you are trying desperately to keep up with this, and then you just see Thomas go and splash into a puddle.
can you quit doing the hokey pokey in the front, please?
Turn yourself around then.
You alright,
I
Thomas?
mean, that's what it's all about. Thomas looks at his soaked clothes,
A little bit muddy.
his soaked gear.
More your fault than hers, to be fair.
Mhm.
You deserve that one.
For what?
Thomas?
Trying to keep out of the rain?
No, for grabbing onto my leg.
You tried to kick me.
I wasn't trying to kick you. I was
I would like to
gently
insight that.
push.
Go ahead. You don't need to roll. I know the answer.
Okay.
You need to insight, but she doesn't need to roll. Mainly because we heard her actual attempts. Yeah, she was just trying to move you. Even that, you get that. Though I would say the thought crossed her mind briefly.
Mm-hmm.
But she's learning.
Okay.
Thomas nods. Okay.
In the back, you just see Atlan and hearing him do. You put your left leg in, then you put your left leg out.
How do you
that's
even know
right.
that song?
That's right, Josh, because a lot of people think Rosalind's barbarian.
How do I know that song? My father is a gnome, and he used to take a shower that way.
Putting his
What?
left
Can't-
leg in and let's like
that
I
is
was
now
how to take a
canon.
shower.
That's now canon, by the way.
Every time there was rainwater and he was outside in the wild and he would need to shower, he would dip his left leg in and take it out, and then dip his right leg in.
Thomas looks around, still sitting in the puddle.
And then he would shake it all about.
Thomas,
You can try something,
get out of the puddle.
please.
You put me here.
I didn't mean to.
Thomas squints.
I mean, you just landed there.
Then where were you meaning to put me?
I can't aim.
Looks at Mad, looks back at Rosalind. Yeah, we know.
One moment, guys. She'll make sure that they can hold the boat up without me, right? I mean, it's not too heavy.
If one of them was to slide and compensate, yeah. I mean, if you just let go without anyone moving up, the front of the boat's going down. So, but someone can
Hold it.
move up.
Hold-
Ileana or Mad one. I'm sure one would, so they don't all, go splashing around in the mud.
Most definitely.
I'll do it. I'm probably the second strongest, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
She'll walk over and to Thomas and pick him up, bring him back over.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go. And he'll put his arms around her.
Yeah, Atlan's legs are shaking as he's holding the front of the boat with his back. Hurry!
Is it seriously that heavy?
I mean, he's
No,
the second
I-
strongest. I'm pretty sure his strength's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a 30-foot long boat made out of wood. It is not the lightest thing in the world.
Yeah,
As we get-
Rawson's like, really?
As we get closer, Thomas is going to look at him and go, just out of curiosity, how are y'all seeing?
I mean, it was still just before nightfall.
No, it's not that. If the boat's over their heads.
Right now, they may be partially blind. That's fair. Since it's
Are
lagging
we-
a bit.
Are we like on like flat terrain, or
No,
is it
it's pretty
like
flat.
downhill?
I mean, it's pretty flat. There's a little bit of a slope downwards. By using an action,
The
Josh.
boat-
What's the smallest I can make it so we can all fit?
You want to ride? Hold on a second.
No, not to hold it up.
We can use it as a toboggan.
To what?
A toboggan. You never played in the snow?
No, I worked. Almost.
Oh, wife, you've got to have some fun.
You never slid down.
Fun?
You can do a 10-foot long one.
All right, I'm gonna do the command and make it 10 feet long.
Okay, so you make a 10-foot long boat, which basically,
But then it has a sail.
Oh, god damn it!
Actually,
And
all
And we all
you know,
go flying again. Hooray!
Oh God. Let's just keep on going.
let's find
Hold-
shelter.
Find
agree.
shelter. Wait, we could have found shelter back at the crumbling tower.
We're on a schedule.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Okay. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me try something. Bella?
yes, Thomas.
Damn it.
So can I put the
All
boat
right,
away
let's
now?
go.
Should I put the boat away now?
I'd rather not slide up.
So, are you guys gonna like slide down the way down in, or what are you guys gonna do?
Wait, is there like
where?
I mean, there is kind of like a small sloping hill.
Real
And we
quick,
have a boat.
are y'all still carrying the boat?
They are
Yeah.
currently, yes. They're using it to stay
Is what-
dry, and it's working. I mean, it's a little bit of a with 4 people carrying it. It's not really slowing you guys down, but as you know, as people leave carrying the boat, it's going to be harder and harder.
Is Rosalind carrying the boat? Is she still carrying Thomas, or?
She's
she
carrying me
would've-
right now.
I think
He
she
would've-
brought
no,
you back
no.
and put you down under the boat and took over.
exactly? She would have done that.
Okay, and she's carrying the boat.
God, yes.
Thomas is going to pants her.
Okay,
Okay.
so this
I was gonna.
is anyone gonna before we get to the pair of them, is anyone going to attempt to interject in this part before I get to one-on-one?
I would like to try.
Okay, how are you trying to interject?
It would be just saying, please don't, Thomas, please.
Don't want it.
Thomas starts tugging on her pants a little bit. Hands are full, aren't they?
Ileana would like to look at Thomas and prestidigitate his clothes dry. And then she would like to say, what possible good would that do?
Well, if kicking me makes her feel good, then this will make me feel good.
She didn't kick you. You were holding onto her leg, preventing her from moving in such a way that you were inconveniencing her.
She thought about it.
People think about things all the time. They don't act on them.
Put your left leg in. Put your left.
Thomas just starts tugging just a little bit more at her pants.
Thomas, mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's
All right, I won't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For now.
All right, so we continuing to walk, or are you trying to toboggan this thing? I heard the toboggan, and generally you guys come up with an idea like that, you go with it, so that's why I'm asking.
I like the toboggan idea. I don't know where we'll end up, but
I do.
if we get enough speed. Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to steer, but this is going to be awesome.
We just got a brand new boat. Let's do this.
and we're gonna break it.
Thank you for the follow, Templar.
Thank you, Templar.
All right, who's gonna take the front?
All right, so who? So you guys are tobogganing this thing, correct?
Guess so.
I would
We're-
I would like to know in the order which you are seated in the boat, starting at the front.
I'll be in the front.
Matt is first.
Rosalind could be in the back and to use her weight to steer. Maybe.
Okay, so Rosalind's in the back. Okay. And then what? The three of you, who's where?
I'll be second.
Okay. Second behind
I'll be
Matt.
third.
Then Ileana, then Antlin, then Rosalind. All right.
This reminds me of the wagon. Let's do this.
So you guys are on a slight incline from where you are currently. I take it you're kind of setting yourself slightly off the road to avoid like tearing it up with the rocks, the cobblestone sections.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that being said, how are you getting your initial propulsion? Is it Rosalind going to roll me a athletics check? To
Yes.
do like
all-
so she's basically competing in the team bobsled. All right.
She would like to rage. Oh wait, no, she's not a barbarian.
Hold on. Does anybody have a problem with this? Because I sure don't.
A little
I
bit.
don't.
Here we go.
All right. Before you roll, Ileana,
Yes.
I feel like it's my job to remind you that you are a bard in this situation.
I can inspire people.
Would you like
then
to
I'll use my
inspire
advantage.
Rosalind?
Yes.
You're going to use your advantage as well.
That I got. I'm not going to use my nat 20. I'll use my advantage that I got. Yes, last game.
I will check the tweet. We're only at 5. You do not have an additional advantage yet. So, by all means, roll me your athletics check. Would you like to roll your
Inspiration.
inspiration die? 3. Okay. So,
Gonna go so well.
Rosalind, how do you? Why don't you kind of give me the RP as you charge up and get that first initial push? You knowing what your role is.
Okay, so you see her walk like far, like really far back. You don't see her for a moment. So you guys are wondering, wait, where did Rosalind go? And all of a sudden you start hearing, "Choo, choo, 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 choo. Leroy Jenkins! Whoosh! As she jumps into the boat and it goes whoosh,
All right,
Beside her
so
right now.
I get you. As the charging Leroy Jenkins, known as Rosalind Clearwater, comes with a head of steam that you have never seen out of her before. Like she just got her legs back. The boat begins to move at a alarming pace, actually, as she nat 20'd her roll, and then added 3 to that roll, making that roll a 29. You guys are moving really fast downhill. You
Thomas puts his
realize...
hands in the air.
Okay. So, Matt, I need a perception check out of you in the front.
Can I inspire him?
This is kind of like yeah, sure, I'll let you inspire him.
Okay.
So, Matt, give me a perception, please. Oh, you did. Okay, sorry. Looking at two things. All right, roll. You can roll that inspiration, Ileana. An 8. That's a solid 26 perception.
Nice.
So, Matt, as you're picking up this head of steam, you realize that you have miscalculated slightly. The incline gets much steeper, and what you thought were bushes were trees, just the tops of them. So you're going a good like 20-ish miles an hour. I'll give Rosalind on that amazing roll downhill, and then you kind of do the crest of a waterfall almost, and you see Matt just look back at you, and the boat tilts down, and you skyrocket straight down this hill, just mud and everything. So, Matt and Thomas, there's a bonus to being in the first 2 seats. As the boat digs through this slushy hill, neither of you are covered in mud. The rest of you are filthy.
Rosalind's having a grand time.
You just hear Alan, use the sail! Use the sail!
Ah! Yeah!
So, as you skyrocket down, you do kind of come, and you're still moving pretty quick. Mad, I'll keep your previous perception check here. You're getting close to these walls. And I'm not sure how you guys thought about stopping this thing yet. But you're probably
Was it
traveling
supposed
about 50 miles an hour now.
to be the
Isn't there oars?
yeah.
There are oars, yes.
Throw the anchor.
We can't throw rosin.
That's all you
It's a
hear.
boat. It came with an anchor.
Call me fat? Oh, wait, I'm wearing armor. Never mind.
Oh my god.
Guys, put your hands in the air. It's much more fun.
Matt, you actually trying to explain to him that you're talking about the literal anchor on the boat. Antlin, you're sitting on the anchor.
I am?
Yeah.
I look down. I've never been on one of these before.
I kind of want to.
That's fair. No, that's fair, though. He's never been on a boat. He's never really seen ocean.
Oh god damn it. I pick up the anchor. Now what?
I hate saying this, but throw it over.
Wait, is it attached? Yeah, it's attached, right?
Is it attached?
I hope so.
What do you
We're
do?
about to find out.
I'd like to find out.
It seems to be.
I trust you. I toss it
Antlin,
off.
give me an athletics check here, buddy.
Oh no.
Anchors are not light.
What if we all lean to
Screw
the
it.
side?
Nat 20.
Let's get on the bottom.
Nat 20? Alright. So,
Yeah.
you just see Antlin go, and just throws it. Were you aiming it, or were you just heaving it over the side?
He just said just throw it overboard. So I was like, chuck it.
Okay. So he just throws it over the side.
Hold on. Thomas would like to say something real quick.
Okay, the action's already happened, just so you're aware.
Oh, no, that's fine. After he throws it and the chain starts going out, for the anchor, he goes, why do I have a weird word in my head? What's inertia?
A what?
What? Ah!
As that, can every person on the boat make me a dexterity save? As
Yes.
traveling at 50 miles an hour, you quickly find that on a nat 20, it definitely found its purchase.
Oh.
And that boat is coming to a complete stop.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna use the advantage.
Your
Advantage
advantage?
for
Okay.
You say
I'll
Dexterity
use the
saving
advantage.
throw.
save.
Yes. This is a save, yeah.
Ah,
Oh, were we supposed to be on Whisper?
Yes.
You were, yeah. All right.
Oops.
So, we'll start with Antlins, because Antlin is out in the open. So, Antlin goes flying first, out over, tuck and roll, and does a superhero pose, but slides, leaving, trail, to where he comes to a nice stop. Next, Ileana, you kind of go flying while trying to write this word inertia in your book. And, you do maintain, because it's Ileana. You, however, get a little bit dirty, but your notes somehow are perfectly dry and clean.
oh, thank God.
I figured I'd use the success on the book, not you.
That's fine.
Finally, next, Mad with his advantage. You don't make a soft landing, but you are able to impact at a decent enough place that you get a little bit dirty, but no real damage is done to yourself.
Okay.
Thomas,
Yes.
I'm gonna do you last.
Okay.
I was going top down, but I'm gonna do you last.
I got you. Okay.
Rosalind, you are the cannonball shot from the center of this boat. As you go face first into the mud and leave a secondary trail, almost taking out Itlin, who just is able to sidestep you. As you finally, your inside of your armor is caked in mud, your face is dirty. You wipe your face up, you look up, probably with a smile because Rosalind. This is fun for Rosalind, right? She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's not hurt. You look up, and then your face goes slamming down into the mud again as Thomas lands on your head. He rolled really well. I'm sorry, you rolled bad. Thomas, you land on Rosalind's head and then step off.
Thomas steps up, puts his arms up in the air. I stuck the landing.
Rosalind looks up with it. If you can see the skin underneath the layers of mud,
No,
her face is like, yeah. But
Rosalind's
it would
in
be
mud
red
face right now.
then you see her eyes shine with a hint of slight rage.
I'm gonna help Ileana with prestidigitation on everyone to get the mud off.
It's gonna take a while. There's a lot of mud.
Then I'll wait until we get to somewhere.
I mean, I will give you, because of the rolls, the crazy stupid idea that wasn't harmful, the fun, that you guys are maybe 10 minutes from the city.
Thomas
Are
looks at
you
Antlin.
going to go back and get your boat, though? That's my question.
Yes.
Thomas looks at Antlin and goes, "That was pod racing."
That was fun. I've never been in a boat.
Are all boats?
Usually it's a lot more boring.
Yep. Then he goes up to a puddle and just says, "Put your left leg in. Put your left leg." And then he's shaking mud off his feet.
Okay.
I find that very weird. Does anyone else find this odd?
Extremely.
Ah, mud creature.
He runs to go get his boat.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, you're ready to go get your boat. Are you trying to carry it, or are you going to use the command word to make it small again?
Small again.
Okay. So you see everything just kind of fold back up into the palm of your hand. Small little carping boat.
Huh. He runs back to the group. Guys, I didn't know boats folded.
I think that
Well,
was
when you throw-
special.
Never
Well-
seen
Well, when you throw an anchor out and it usually falls apart.
What did you say, Matt?
they
Cut out there.
Good old Craig Mike.
usually don't. Yeah.
They usually don't.
They usually don't. I never seen one. This is the first one, so I'm assuming they're all like this. And he puts it in his pocket.
Thomas looks at Rosalind. Are you under there?
She takes a bit of mud, from her, like wipes it off from her cheek, and then smears it on Thomas. And then before walking towards make her way. Well, actually, no, looks to Anlin. Do you know where we are?
He looks around. We're in a forest.
Yonder.
Who has the map?
We heard about
I don't have the map, but we are in the forest, and mud is good for your skin sometimes.
What did you say, Matt?
Did you say we heard fall at one point?
Did I heard?
Did you say we heard a waterfall at one point?
No. Like a waterfall. It was that steep drop.
Okay.
Yeah. We miscalculated the terrain.
But we got where we're supposed to be. Points for us. High five. He raises his hand.
High fives.
High five.
High fives.
I imagine all of us like mud slaps off our hands together.
Teamwork.
I feel like the four of us should yell cowabunga whenever we slap hands.
Oh, that's what I deal with, guys. That's what I deal with.
Who
good.
has the map?
Thomas does.
I do.
Oh, you do. I'm sorry.
You do. Okay.
It's raining. We should not let it get wet, I guess. I mean,
Some might say it was raining halflings.
Thomas wants to start playing another song. He wants to start playing It's Raining Men.
All right.
Do you want to play that this close to the... Just in case there might be more of those things? Or no?
I'll play it low.
Okay.
for the ladies.
Essential. Oh.
Do
yeah,
we
it's
see?
so Thomas goes to blow in his panpipes, and just mud starts coming out.
Ah, it's stuffed.
Ew.
Oh no.
Just shake it about. It might work later.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've said that many a time in my days. I mean, what?
Sev, do we see the city from where we are, or is it just all thick forest?
No, you can see it. You're only about 5-10 minutes away at this point.
And the rest of them.
Continue walk.
Let's head into the
As you-
city. Maybe we can find some shelter at least till the rain lets up.
Before we started walking, how far were we away from the city?
Before you started walking now, or before
Before
you
we
took
started
the
the pod
toboggan?
race. Before we pod race.
Before you pod race. Hey, chef. Hey, by the way,
Chef.
I do normally have, if this all worked, I would have shout out buttons. But if you guys in here do not follow Chef Rob, make sure you give him a follow. Great community guy, cooks, sits there and chats. Definitely go ahead and give Chef Rob there a follow. So, yeah, we'll definitely catch up after stream because I totally want all these buttons to work. Some of them are, just the mixer ones aren't. Before you started, you guys were probably about an hour-ish away from walking with the boat over your heads. But now you're maybe 10 minutes away, if not closer. You're not sure.
I mean,
where
look at the
entrance
time
is.
we made.
We
We
did.
made great time.
It's good.
You're welcome.
For what?
She was your
Pushing the
propulsion.
boat.
Teamwork.
Oh,
Teamwork. I learned what an anchor is today.
That
you
is true.
also learned about. Now we got to look up that word inertia when we get back. Come on.
I still don't know what that means.
I wrote
What's
it
inertia?
down. I'm not sure.
He looks at the town. He goes, "Shall we go? Come on.
Yep.
It'll be
We're
fun."
already
Same order.
walking.
Starts walking.
So,
All right.
I'm gonna have Antlin. I'm gonna have you give me a survival check, and the rest of you guys give me perceptions. All right. So, Antlin, following and finding back the road, this makes it the DC for the perceptions a lot lower. Because you guys weren't in like a controlled travel here, but you quickly find the path back to the road, as it does wind a bit from where you guys were, as you can see on the map that you guys can see right now. Antlin finds the road pretty quick. Rosalind, you see that what would be the main gate is collapsed and probably pretty hard to pass, but as you guys are all scanning, Rosalind, you do kind of see a secondary kind of crack that's might be hard for like you and your armor to squeeze through, but the rest of your party could probably easily squeeze through it, not being in like heavy armor.
She'll point it out. We can go through there. I might have to. It
Go
might be a
through
little
what?
hard. She points to the crack in the wall.
Yeah, Alan pulls out a muddy twig out of his hair and throws it on the ground.
We can go through there. But it may be a little to push through. It looks a little bit smaller, but maybe.
Come roll quickly.
Take.
Hold on. I'll
Don't you
help.
have
It's a good thing we have cast off armor.
We do.
Rosalind doesn't have that.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
she
were with
does.
us at the Druid
She
Games.
does.
She also has a billowing
Druid
cape.
camp.
I thought hers wasn't.
No, everyone got cast off armor.
No, you pulled yours off during the trial. Also, it just you couldn't put it back on. You can't put it back on quickly.
Splint armor can do that.
That's why it's
Mhm.
cast off. It's
Oh.
made to do that. No matter the armor
Well-
type, from my understanding.
Okay.
You're right.
You need some help, honey?
No.
I can help you.
No.
Get the parts you can't reach.
No. No.
Alan covers his eyes.
She has clothes on.
Thomas,
I don't
Why
know
are
that.
clothes on your-
Thomas finds popcorn and sits down and eats it and watches. Slowly. Slowly.
Why? I
Thomas,
have clothes underneath.
don't
Oh.
give bards a name like that.
I'm gonna peek
All right.
through the.
Thomas looks at Ileana. Obviously, you don't know the same bards I do.
Obviously not.
Oh Lord.
I take a look through the crack.
Yeah, you can kind of. It's a little bit overgrown. That's more the reason why she was gonna have trouble getting through here. But you can kind of see, while nature has overtaken much of the city in the few thousand years since Ekren's Hollow was, inhabited, a large number of the structures here are pretty well standing.
Rosalind is take off her armor.
Yeah, you just grab by the chest and poof, right off.
Andy.
She has clothes on underneath, right?
Yes. She has
Okay.
clothes.
Just checking.
No, she goes full commando.
You heard it.
I was just kidding.
That'd be so
No.
much chafing. Oh,
Oh god.
Oh God.
I mean, more power to you, but
No.
hey Caleb. So, once you have your armor off, it's an easy squeeze. Especially because your height. It was more the bulk of the armor trying to get through these, the overgrown areas in this crack. But I mean, the wall that you're going through is about 40 feet tall. Inside there, it's about 15 feet thick. These are bigger walls than you guys have ever really encountered in your life.
They're
bigger
like,
than Lake Hill?
Yeah, Lake Elm has about, if you remember from when you guys went there in the during the trial, Lake Elm's walls are only about 20 to 25 feet tall and about 5 to 10 feet thick.
I really hate to say this, but since it is pouring rain, I'm gonna imagine there's little spiders and snakes that are hiding from the rain in there.
In this crack, there's probably like maybe a few spiders, but not really, because it looks like medium-sized creatures, maybe wolves or deer, stuff like that. It's probably moved in and out through here, so it sees a number of traffics where the things would get messed up. But definitely there is probably in some of the buildings you'll see plenty.
Yeah.
They won't bother me. Let's find the first building we can.
Now, if it was foul, on the other hand,
If it was foul, it'd be very, very different.
foul would be standing out in the rain. So, as you guys all make your way in, the cobblestone streets, much better cobblestone on the road, because this is, a city, are pretty much intact. About 70% will say integrity of the roads, but, you have grass and stuff kind of pushing its way through. There's a number of buildings that you get on the other side. It looks similar to like a residential district that you're coming in on. You wouldn't consider it slums, probably based on time. It looks more like slums, but there's probably mid-class labor, skilled laborers of the sort that lived here once. I'd say there's about 6 buildings that you guys can take cover in.
The first one we see.
They're all relatively the same distance.
Okay.
You're not coming like right on the other side of the building.
Oh.
A little courtyard.
Okay.
In medieval buildings, medieval cities tend to have like the little courtyards that like you're coming into, and then there's like all the buildings in line. They used to kind of stack things right on top of each other. You didn't have yards and stuff like that, especially in cities.
what does each of them look like?
Stone built, pretty much the stone parts of the buildings are still standing. Some of the roofs where they had wood has rotted out in the upper floors. You figured that, the base floor probably is the best place to take cover, the least amount of, structural damage. But they're all pretty much the same very much. There is one that is a little bit seemingly bigger than the others. Here has a rotted out signpost that hung over it, but you're not sure what the sign initially depicted.
Does it look very tavern-esque?
Sort of resembles a tavern, what you guys would recognize as a tavern.
Point. Go there.
Good as any. As we're
Why's
looking at
that?
the buildings, I want to do an Arcana check. I mean, I don't guess there'd be any magic after this long, but just in case, because
Okay.
people, it was like highly magical city, I assume, at one time, so they might have had like wards or protection or something that
Yeah,
lasted
you
after they were
can-
gone.
And just to again, because we've been trying to explain things more to people on stream. Normally, in most games, this is a detect magic use, but we tend to, on a really high DC, allow people to use just Arcana. So go ahead, roll your Arcana.
I did.
Well, you did, and you did it quite fantastically. You look across the buildings themselves, scanning for any just lingering bits of magic, and it seems that the tavern, or the tavern-esque building, I should say, because you're not quite sure if it is a tavern, you haven't entered. The windows, at one point, had some sort of lingering magic, but is no longer active.
Oh, is that the only place?
That's the only place. I mean, you're in this little courtyard with about 6 buildings, so I mean, you're not going to get a whole. You're only looking at the outsides.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Ileana would pipe up and say, point to the what looks like the tavern where Rosalind said to go. Watch out for the windows. They used to have magic, but they don't any longer.
How can you tell?
It feels like it.
Say witchcraft. Please say witchcraft.
Sounds... That's very... Ugh. That's weird. It's very,
Thomas looks at Rosalind and goes, "They have magic windows."
that's very witchcraft-like.
It's not
Sorta.
witchcraft, it's magic. They
I
used to
mean-
have it.
What's the difference?
That means whatever was in there is not active anymore. Sorry, what'd you say, Matt?
Or with it.
One more time.
I go to the front, the deep eye.
Okay, you go to the front. But the rest of that we didn't hear. Hashtag Craig Mike.
You guys do that.
Gotcha.
You guys can talk about that. I'm gonna go see if there's a water source around.
So Anlin,
Points to the sky.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Really,
I mean,
Thomas puts his hand out and just starts feeling and looking around. Found one.
Rosalind tilts her head up and opens her mouth. And then the rain.
What?
If it's in a courtyard, is it like a courtyard with a little fountain in the middle, or am I thinking
No,
something different?
it's more like a mud. I mean, especially at this point, it's more like a mud courtyard. At one point, maybe it was a small plot of land where people would come out and kind of socialize. But this isn't like a super fancy courtyard that has a beautiful well or a fountain or anything like that. There's no statues or anything like that. This is just pretty much more like an open plot of land, which they would consider a courtyard.
Okay.
What were you guys pointing out?
That it's raining, and that they all found water by looking up. And they all did it at the same time, by the way.
He looks to them and says, "Do you guys have a way to collect water?"
Thomas
Holds up
puts out
water
his hand.
skin.
Thomas puts his hand into a bowl shape.
Rosalind takes out her water skin and holds it. Open it.
Okay. Well, you stand in that position for hours to collect water. I'm going to find a still water source. And he looks back to the tavern. I'll meet you guys back in there.
I'm not sure if you should go out by yourself.
It is also
Thomas, what-
it is also getting to be completely dark, especially
Thomas
with
raises-
rain. There's no moon.
Thomas
Please
raises
don't.
his hand.
Go ahead.
May I offer a
Okay.
suggestion?
Yes.
You have that boat thing?
Yes.
Why don't you just open it up and let it collect the water?
Overnight.
Does it soak up water?
That would work.
Yeah, because it'll fill
Oh.
up with water.
That is
We could have a trough, like they use for the horses.
genius.
In the morning.
Thomas just kind of like blows on his fingernails and kind of brushes them against his.
I'm surprised
shirt.
you're
Yeah, yeah.
surprised you're actually able to think that way.
It is a wooden boat, yes, deluxe.
So, okay. For my Atlan's point of view, Sev, would the wooden boat hold water? Like,
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, it's a boat, so the whole for a boat to float, it can't seep water, right? Otherwise, you'll sink. So even with the water being on the wrong, quote unquote, wrong side of the boat, there's going to be no water passage.
Picture it like a canoe.
Just any boat. Like it's gonna hold water as well as a bucket, as a pan. It's just a much larger selection of water.
Sparks.
okay, I'll take out the boat out of my pocket and open up to the smallest size, and then just leave it on the ground.
I think it was 10 foot long. Yeah.
Or we could also just wait until we go into the tavern and see if they have any like old barrels or anything.
Well, that was my initial thought, but he looks around. It's kind of run down. I'm not sure how long or
Yeah.
how anything is going to be useful to us.
Fair enough.
So they you guys set the boat out. As you're setting the boat out, Mad's standing by the door, rolling something in his hands. There is no illumination.
Okay.
You're also not sure how close you have to be.
Right.
So
But still, just in
at least in
Yes.
that part, your immediate area seems to be clear of what you're worried about.
and I'll walk inside.
All right. I mean, the door itself, as you kind of open it, Matt, it there's a little bit like you feel like if Rosalind was to just throw kind of the shoulder at it, it would probably break. But the fact that the wooden door is still standing for the most part this long is actually kind of impressive.
I actually thought there wasn't a door.
No, there's a door, yeah.
Okay.
A couple of them don't have doors, but this one does. So as you kind of open that, you tug. The handle itself moves a little bit, like in the door, kind of with the rot. But inside, as you look at the first floor of this tavern-esque building, large kind of open area. There are still a couple tables that seem like they're in decent enough shape. There is a long stone-carved bar in an L shape that seems to be in excellent condition. Behind that, there is kind of like the wine racks, the crisscross wine racks, with some bottles in there. From just entering, you can't tell whether they're full or not. There is one door behind the bar, which would seemingly lead to a kitchen. There's a large central fireplace that has some stone work, kind of openings for the smoke to exit, but not a regular chimney. And it seems to be slightly slanted because you're not seeing any water pour down. Outside of that, at the far end of this building, there is a large, kind of grand-esque staircase that leads upstairs that looks passable. But there's no other rooms on this first floor, except probably what you assume is the kitchen.
I head straight for the bottles.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the rest of
Rosalind's following.
Rosalind, yeah, you enter, you see the same.
Thomas,
Ileana enters.
no, sorry, go ahead.
Ileana's gonna enter and look around. It's nice.
Going straight to the bottles as well.
All right.
Thomas enters and looks around. Does it look like does it look like people left in a hurry, or does it look like it was just abandoned? You know, like so
I'm
to
gonna
speak.
say
Like,
roll me an investigation check. Here
okay.
on this one. I'd say you can assist. Yeah, you're genuinely curious. This would be something you would be looking for, anyways.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage on your roll.
Thank God.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, trust me, you wanted to give him advantage. On
Okay.
the 27 investigation, Thomas, it doesn't look like this building was inhabited whenever the fall happened. Based on your knowledge as well, Ekren died, but the city didn't fall when Ekren died. You're not actually sure what caused the end of the city itself, because Ekren died due to the assassination from the original Black, right? The current Black's sister. That being said, as you go through, it doesn't look like things were necessarily in a hurry, that anyone left. But, there are some overturned stools. But otherwise, it looks like, whatever ended left this building relatively untouched.
I'll point this out to the party. I'll say, huh. Now, you would think whenever like a city gets ransacked or, falls, that they would go through everything. This doesn't look like they went through it.
They left the bottles.
I know, that's the first mistake.
So the two of you at the bottles, roll me an investigation check.
Oh. No.
This is in the ruins they're in, are known as Ekren's Hollow, Josh. And for them, they've heard Thomas growing up had heard legends of the fall of Ekren, but they don't actually know what destroyed the city. So they're trying to piece some of that together. Yeah, bottle after bottle, either is empty or some are shattered. But you've yet to find anything drinkable, especially for what the two of you are looking for.
Damn it. Shit. Damn it.
I'm kind of bar, or is it solid?
Is what?
The bar solid?
Yeah, it's solid stone. It's beautifully crafted. It's probably the nicest bar top you've seen, especially being one that frequents bars.
Yeah.
Dang it. There's nothing that we can drink here.
Maybe the back. Sorry, Thomas.
Thomas is going to go look at the fireplace.
Yeah, it's built into the ground. The stonework, same as the floor. It's kind of like a tiered down pit, but with about three. There is, you feel the air moving from the hole above, but there is currently no sort of rain or other water seeping down in.
Thomas is going to, it's kind of a weird thing. He's going to look to see if there's any kind of any hidden hidey holes or anything like that in the fireplace, under the mantle or behind.
Well, it's a large circle. It's more like a fire pit than a place.
Okay.
To be fair.
See if there's any hidey holes.
Go ahead.
Investigation again?
Yes. I'm looking for something hidden. Giving it a thorough look, it seems pretty just much like a fireplace.
Okay.
There's parts of charcoal and they are still sitting there.
Right. All right. I have one more question before we get. Does it look like you said that the door was solid and all that, and things are knocked over?
Yeah,
Is there
a few knocked over. Maybe you've been in a bar. Maybe there was a skirmish that last time and no one picked up the chairs.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Does it look like anybody has come in? Is there I'm assuming there's dust on the floor. And,
yeah, there
things
was.
like that.
Matt would be able to tell you there was no footprints at all when he came in.
Okay.
Just wasn't asked, but yeah, I'll give you that one. No footprints you're currently seeing, and actually, no, sorry, looking at my notes. There's no dust here.
There's no dust.
Nope.
Fun?
None at all. Sorry, you guys decided to enter the Tavern-esque building. I was looking at the other one. All the other buildings have dust.
Sorry, this is
The bar.
The bar is shining. Like, it looks like it's been freshly polished.
Hello?
Call out. I mean, the two of them have made quite a bit of noise pulling bottles out looking for anything to drink. I mean, they've pulled maybe like 10% of the bottles because this is a large section, but they made plenty of noise and no one's called out or mentioned anything. And as you call out hello, you wait 30, 40 seconds and there's no response.
I don't like this. This is creepy.
Does
We
it
don't
look
want
like
to hurt you.
on the fire pit again? I know I keep on harping on this. Does it look like there's been a fire recently in it or anything?
I mean, not really at all. I mean, there's some soot and ash, but it's really hard to tell how long ago that was. I mean, there's absolutely no warmth at all. It's cold. It's old. From at least a day,
Is there
if not longer.
is there any like chopped up wood anywhere?
From where you currently can see, because you guys are still standing in this large foyer, you don't see any like logs or anything like that.
Or is there any of the like tables or chairs damaged?
No, other than a couple of them overturned, there doesn't seem to be any damage to any of the tables, and all the tables are clean, almost to the point where like freshly polished.
Well, if there's not been anybody in here, nothing's been able to get in, there wouldn't be any dust.
But it's still been
It's been years.
thousands of years.
Yeah.
Based on your remember, you're basing it on the timescale in which you understand that Ekren died. That is information you have. You have no clue when this city fell. Sometime
That's
after his
true.
death, obviously, but you're not sure. Based on what's outside, though, I mean, it's been time. Nature's taken its toll, so it's not like it fell a week ago, right?
I would to bar door behind the bar.
Mhm.
Bar.
It's currently closed. There's a handle.
Knock on it and then open.
You knock on the door again. There's a little bit of that wood rot that you feel in the door, but no one seems to answer or call out.
Rosalind's getting all heebie-jeebie, so she's gonna put her armor back on.
All right, so you spend what kind of armor? You're in heavy armor, right?
It's splint mail? Splint, not
You
splint
spend the
mail.
next 10 minutes putting your armor on.
That's alright.
So just so you know what you're doing.
I'm gonna go back outside and take a quick look to see if there's any wood.
I want to look out the window. Can I see Antlet?
Yeah, the windows are the windows on the inside are clean, but you can't see through them because on the outside they're dirty.
On the windows, like around the windowsills, do they have like arcane ruins, or because they had magic at one time, right?
It seemed like whatever the arcane spell here, that was like whether it be carved in or traced, when that sort of stopped being active, the runes faded.
Oh, okay.
Do you do anything else concerning that? Looking, remember you can only investigate what you can see, and you were outside last time you looked for something like that.
I'll try an arcana inside.
Okay.
While she's doing that, is there any wood outside?
There's as you look around, there's like some really rotted wood in a couple of different areas, but more close to the other establishments. Ileana, there's magic here. I have no clue what it is, but inside here, there's plenty of magic.
Where?
Everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Does it feel like there's a lot, or?
It's plentiful, but not strong.
I'm gonna head back inside
Mhm.
and look to everyone and say, "Do any of you guys mind if I break a chair?"
So, Antlin, Ileana, as you're looking for this, give me a perception check as Antlin re-enters. Because you guys haven't noticed something yet. You're going to continue not to notice anything. You're just looking at everything. Who's looking at their... Mad, you're trying to go into the back room. Rosalind's currently occupied.
Right.
Thomas, I'm going to give
Yes.
you an attempt at a perception check on this as Antlin comes in. And then Antlin, you can ask the question.
Does anyone mind if I break a chair?
I don't.
Why?
And Thomas, you're going to whisper.
Okay.
I don't think you should. There's magic everywhere here.
What
Just chair.
is that? Why it's not?
I don't know what it does. It's here.
Thomas looks at Antlin for a minute and just looks down about his feet. Where did you go?
What are you talking about?
Were you outside?
Yes, I was looking for wood so we can make a food and cook that meat that we got from that beast.
Thomas goes, you walk through the mud, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
Well,
the
when-
whole dooryard's mud.
When we came in, we were all muddy, I would assume.
You notice that, he'll point out, he goes, there's no muddy footprints, are there?
I'm gonna look at my clothes when he says that. Am I
Yeah.
muddy at all?
Yeah, you're covered in mud still. Your boots are covered in mud, but you are leaving 0 footprints. None of you have left footprints, actually.
Whoa! Can I take a bit of goop and put it, like, drop just a teeny bit on the floor?
So sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Because I was responding to checks. Apparently, I keep freezing with like the most judgmental facial expressions. So
No, I said, can I take a bit of the goop that I have on me and just put a teeny like, dot on the floor?
as it hits the floor, it disappears.
Is it like the disappearing, like when we press to digitate somebody?
Yeah.
Atlan's gonna lay down and rub himself against the floor.
Antlin, it starts cleaning you.
Yes.
This entire establishment, now seeing it with the Arcanas, and Mad, you also have prestidigitation, correct?
Yes.
Has been permanently enchanted to clean itself.
Yeah, Alan's rolling around.
Antlin's getting sparkly clean by rolling on the ground. The only area that doesn't seem to be in effect is like on the doors, the windows, and the fire pit, because obviously there's dirt there. But everything else is pretty much sparkling clean on this first floor.
So, do you mind if I break one of the
Wow.
chairs?
Why do you want to break one of the chairs?
Because the wood outside from other buildings is all rotted.
We have a
Uh,
fireplace.
Thomas raises his hand.
There's charcoal in it.
Is there charcoal in it?
No, there's like soot. Sorry if I misspoke.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Do we really want to start a fire in here?
Smoke.
When was the last time you've eaten something?
Pulls out a ration.
Pulls out the dragon meat. This is once in a lifetime chance, and it's gonna spoil soon.
Do you sorry to bust your bubble there, pal, but do you really think I want to infect myself with, end of the world and all that kind of stuff in the stomach? Already got one in my head. Don't need to double down.
That sounds like a personal problem. Cook that right up. I'll go break a chair for you.
Thank you.
She's gonna go grab one of the
Dude.
rickety chairs and start breaking
Hold
it.
on.
Hold on. I don't know. I wanted to try this.
Okay.
All right. So how are you breaking this chair? Like, are you slamming against something? I'm just wondering.
She's gonna use her might. She's gonna like try to. She thinks they're old, so like old
They
enough
are.
to where she can just pry it like to
Sure.
bit to pieces.
Sure.
Like
So,
starting
yeah,
starting
give me a
with
strength
the
check.
starting. Yeah, I'm gonna start with like how the back is connected to the.
The seat. Yeah. So you're basically
seat.
breaking the back of the chair off. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a strength check. It's not a very high DC. They are old chairs. Yeah. Warazin walks up, grabs it, snap, and as you kind of pull the two pieces apart, the chair's back in one piece.
She drops it.
Thomas looks at her and goes, "That's what I was going to point out. You think they had something to clean the floors? They wouldn't have something to fix the furniture?"
They have mending on, yes, they do. That's why they're still together.
Oh gosh.
Well, then I will be right back. And
I mean, you could
He
light
goes
it
back
on
up.
fire, the whole chair itself. But
Witchcraft is awesome.
instead of breaking it
It's
into...
not witchcraft,
Yeah.
it's magic.
Yeah, Rosalind's gonna be like, she'll drop it and then she'll just.
By the way,
kick
Rosin
it over
does this
to-
with like a single bouton and a single gauntlet. That's how far she's got.
She's kicking it over to the fireplace.
I'll take the. I'll help her.
Matt, have you gone in the back room yet, by the
Sit
way?
down.
Yes.
There's actually
would.
some dry wood back there.
Yep.
Pretty decent pile of it, but not like, you wouldn't be able to be here for too long, but enough to probably get a couple days fire, if that's it.
Oh,
But-
there's a
Mine's already
kitchen back
setting
there.
the thing
We
on
could
Yeah,
use
there's
it.
a whole kitchen.
Yeah,
full
we don't have to
kitchen.
use the fireplace.
I wouldn't suggest really trying to cook any of their food though, because prestidigitation and mending only go so far.
Well, Alan's already setting up the chair to light it on fire.
Okay.
Antlet got firewood back here.
Oh, good.
He holds the torch and he's like, "Wow, that's not fun."
Rosalind's going back to putting her armor back on.
Okay. So you carry out the some wood for Antler to start a fire. Are you going back in there to look around since you've done pretty much the first thing you found? Yeah. Okay. So in this kitchen, there is a full stove. Plenty of pots and pans, which again, spectacularly clean. You see that there is two large wooden casks, probably about 10-foot diameters, which are back here. Both have been broken open. What's the chair face? You guys are killing me. And you also do see that there is a kind of trap door in one corner of this room by a cupboard. Looks like it's not to be hidden. It just looks like it. Probably it's to a basement. Dry storage.
Yeah. I'll hop that out. Open the door.
Deluxe, you just see me at a table because I'll stand up when we get into combat. I almost bought one of the rising desks so that I could stand up when we get into combat and keep it, but yeah. I get very animated at times. So you inform everyone in the main room of what you found.
Yes.
We inform you about what we found. Look, you can roll around and get clean.
Are you doing that while rolling around and getting clean? Please tell me you are.
Yes, she demonstrates.
Okay.
Oh. Why didn't I think of that? I have mud both on my clothes and the armor.
Yeah, you got mud underneath your clothes. Like you are the dirtiest person in the world.
How far am I into the...
I would say you got both gauntlets on, like one pauldron, half your breastplate's on your head. You try to pull it over.
She pulls.
She did.
And
You
she
grab it
she
by
lays
it, all of it
down.
comes out again. Okay.
Ah, dang it.
So,
She rolls herself around.
all right, so you start rolling all over the floor. So now, Thomas, you've watched everyone but you and Mad roll all the way around on the floor.
Thomas just looks at him and goes, "Aren't we supposed to be searching for something? Like, weapons to fight the black and all this, and now you're just rolling, rolling across the floor. And you said I'm crazy."
And laughing. They are literally ruffling.
Ileana
Quite
stands
literally
up.
ruffling.
She moves over. You were investigating a fireplace. No one called you crazy. We can go and check up here. Mad was investigating the back room. Antlin was getting firewood. Rosalind was putting her armor on. We each had something that we were doing. A few seconds to get clean wouldn't hurt, I don't think.
I like to imagine that Ileana had rolled to Thomas.
In my mind, that's what happened, and that's not canon.
Yes.
Just looking up, like,
She
back
doesn't
to
even
the
get
ground.
up. She doesn't even get up.
Just
She just
looks.
looks at him from the floor.
Yep, okay.
And then rolls
Then she-
back over. Yeah.
He rolls away.
She literally mic dropped you and rolled away.
She did.
Oh god.
Can I roll over to the stairs?
Yes,
I want to see
you
you roll
can.
up the stairs.
That's harder.
That is harder. That's going to be a check.
Yeah.
You do have a
But I'll
nat
let you
20.
try it.
Let's go for this.
All right.
What would it be?
I'm going to say athletics or acrobatics, either way, because, you are rolling. You can kind of,
Come on, acrobatics.
I believe.
All right. So, you see Ileana roll towards the stairs, and she builds enough momentum using her acrobatics, as almost like similar to when you guys were on the boat. She gets enough momentum, she just rolls all the way upstairs. Gone. Done. Natural 20. All the way upstairs.
Did I just see what I thought I just saw?
He looks around at whoever's in the room. Did she just do that? I think the chairs are magical somewhat also. He runs over and tries to somersault up the stairs.
You're trying somersault upstairs. I'm on acrobatics now, man.
You can't tell me that wasn't witchcraft.
It's magic.
Waits for Antlin's acrobatics roll. Yeah, they are pretty sharp. Matt, you find some enough to, not the sharpest, like they probably should be sharpened a little bit, but enough to get by. Antlin, I'm waiting on your acrobatics. You want to somersault, man. So Antlin begins to go and kind of does a somersault, except he catches the first stair and lands with a thud. Not on that one, he didn't eat the stair, but definitely doesn't kind of make it very far up.
Ooh.
Ow!
Rosalind's gonna go to clean her armor using the floor.
Okay. So at the top of these stairs, Ileana, as you're laying there, are you still on the ground? Have you stood up so you can see both ways, or are you just pointed in one direction?
Let's stand up.
Okay.
I'm at the top now.
All right. You stand up. There are two, from up here, there are two distinct hallways on your right and left as you're looking down the stairs, okay? And you see Antlin eat shit. They seem to kind of wrap around, but one seems to have like a, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. One seems more kind of like beds, and the other one seems more like services. Each kind of the hallways. One seems more like it'd be more in rooms, and the other one's a little bit different. You're not quite sure what you'll find there.
Like maid stuff?
Services and like
Like
maybe
the-
there's a doctor's or something, but
I don't know, like the waitresses and I don't know.
you're
Turn
not,
down service would do.
potentially, but
I
you're
don't
not
know.
quite sure. You'll find out when you investigate.
Guys, I found beds. She's telling all this as she goes along. And then there's one, I'm not real sure what's in here.
There are sconces on the wall, by the way, but there are no torches in them.
Oh, and there's sconces. There's no torches. I rolled my investigation.
Okay. It looks like more services like you'd purchase in an inn, rather than bedrooms. Sort of like maybe they had a storage or, anything along those lines. You're not quite sure what this inn offered, or tavern-esque building. However, you guys have been here for a number of time, and you had that early kind of time where things went down. So, Antlin, you've yet to start the fire because you were rolling on the floor. So a couple things happen. Ileana, the sconces without torches actually light up at about this point. They, almost like the light spell, are cast everywhere. Antlin, how close to that fireplace are you?
I thought it was still the stairs.
Oh yeah, you just left the wood in there. The wood that you did not ignite ignites.
Alan kind of freaks a little, and he looks around. Did one of you guys do that?
What the heck is going on?
It's
Hashtag witchcraft.
magic!
What's the difference?
The wording.
Witches are bad.
So, Ileana, so both are nicely lit. Either way, you can easily see up here now, your dark vision having receded. Craig, Mad comes out with the utensils that you were looking for, pots, pans, and sees that the fire's already kind of raring, and it's warm. You guys, as much as you got clean, you didn't get dry per se, because it's still damp. But you kind of your skin didn't really, like, your clothes would have been dry, but still being traveling out in the rain for a while. The fire's nice. It's kind of pulling that dampness out of your bones.
Nice work.
Rosalind's
Yeah.
going.
Rosalind's gonna have a panic attack because everything here is magic.
Yeah.
All right, so Ileana, you're at the top of the stairs. Antlin, you can stand up, obviously. What are you guys all doing? What's your next course of actions?
Thomas is still downstairs. He's going to say, I'm going to try something. Waiter, can I get a nail?
Nothing happens. Sorry, they don't have seen servants. Would be pretty badass, but sorry.
I understand.
I would like to go and inspect the beds, I guess, first to
So
see
you go to
what's
the
in
bed,
here.
the bedroom wing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's about 6 rooms here, in total. You open them up. They're pretty simplistic, to be honest with you. They get a bed, a nightstand, all which seem in decent. Sheets are made perfectly. And each kind of has a small, kind of like pitcher, like kind of like a plate with which you'd have water, maybe food at one point.
Oh. The pitcher has
Deluxe?
water?
They do not have currently, but they would
Okay.
at one point have probably held.
Yeah.
Does it
Alan,
look like anybody stayed in them, or is there just all pressed and clean?
They're pressed and cleaned, but again, based on everything else you've seen here, most of like the maid service stuff seems to be magically handled.
Alan's gonna go over to
And this
the
is
fire
the first
pit.
room you've gone into. You went to the very first one. So you're coming down off the stairs to the fire pit.
Yeah, and he's gonna start cooking the dragon flesh that he got from last session.
Okay, how? Like, it's just a fire. There's nothing to put the meat on, is what I'm saying.
Is there like 2
Yeah,
hooks or handles on the side? Yeah.
It's an
There's
open
a
fire
kitchen with a stove.
What's a stove?
That's stuff into
pit.
the
You would know what a stove is. It's not the kind of stove that you have in your house, but I mean it's a metal kind of grated top that you put a fire under and can put the food on. Yeah.
Okay. He'll take the slab of meat to the kitchen.
Yeah. You gotta go in there, you grab a log, you throw it in, and immediately, once you put the log in there, it ignites. And you can throw the meat up on top. If you look around, you might be able to find seasonings, but you're not sure.
Time to look around.
Give me an
Yeah,
investigation.
I could help.
Okay, investigation at advantage. So, Ileana, you've gone into the first room. Thomas, you're still down on the first floor. Rosalind, you're still putting your armor on, correct? So you're about halfway through putting your armor on with everything that's gone on. You're just about done.
Thomas is just basically standing by the fire, drying himself off.
Oh, yeah, it's quickly, Tom. Remember, you didn't... Outside of that one splash, you pretty much were, in here pretty quickly and having to go outside. So, your clothes... Oh, yeah, no, you didn't prestidigitate, did you?
She prestidigitated me
But I'm
whenever we
saying
got back
after
into
you
the boat.
went through and stuff, you're still getting rained down
Correct.
outside. Yeah, so,
Correct.
I mean, your clothes are starting to dry. They're still pretty wet. So, investigations. Some of the other rooms are different. There are other things there. A couple of them seem to have some articles of clothing. Very, very kind of revealing clothing. Emiliano?
Oh,
It's
dear.
different style than you wear. But, you kind of cover pretty much yourself up. This is more revealing, more flattering. In some
Maybe
of the
they wore
rooms.
this a long time ago.
They're decent. They're pretty nice, actually. They're not, terrible articles of clothing, like commoner stuff. They're nicer. Yeah, more like like Jocelyn when she first changed, kind of revealing. There's some one of the rooms has a book in it.
Yay! I want to read it.
Do you pick up the book?
Of course she picks up the book. I'm on Arcana at
You-
first.
Okay. Antlin, did you find some spices that are still decent in here, but most of them have pretty bad. Like have gone.
Can I see if it has like a little trap on it? So like if you don't touch it in a certain way or you don't stroke its spine, it's like stabbed you or something.
It's not magical. If you'd like to make a trapped book investigation, you may.
Book of Vile Darkness, Book of Vile
Sure.
Darkness, Book of Vile Darkness.
Stroking the spine like from Harry Potter.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
coolest way.
It seems to be untrapped.
Cool.
So where are you picking the book up by? Spine?
Oh, but yeah.
You pick up half the book. Yeah, it's pretty rotted through, man. It's been thousands of years. This place is still damp, regardless.
Is she
Um,
really gently not even breathing? See what's in it? Like, turn it over? Because she's got half of it. That means there's half of the pages there.
Yeah. Most of them are just it's too hard to read. Sorry.
That's okay. She gently puts it back.
Okay. Unfortunately, it does not have mending. Bottle Chicken 16, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
thank you.
I do have mending.
Okay, would you like to try mending the book?
Yes.
All right. So, guys, just so you put this in perspective, the rest of Ileana's night is mending this book because she has to do it to every single page.
Oh.
I know you'll do it. That's what I'm
She
saying. We all know she's going to do it. Okay. So, Ileana, just you call down to them and say, "Hey, I found a book. I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the night." And you claim the room.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys hear the door shut upstairs, and you just see here and bend. You hear a book flip over and bend. Just that's all you hear from that room for the rest of the night.
What about food?
You can bring her food.
What's the title of the book?
What is the title of the book? Can I read it?
What languages do you speak?
Yes.
Elvish, Common, Dwarvish, Halfling, and
You
Orc.
can. You can read the book. It's in Dwarvish. And it simply just says ale on the front.
Oh, cool.
Ellen throws away the nasty spices into
Hey,
the
Matt,
fire.
you might like this book. It's about ale.
Yep.
Matt's gone. You've lost 2 party members now. There you go. Matt, so you're just heading upstairs to
To look at it.
yeah.
It
Old
might not-
book. She's like page 3 at this point. Mending.
Yeah. I'll look at it
Is there
after
any-
you're finished.
Okay.
Okay.
Be
So
careful. There's some beds in here, and there's like she'll point out what she's found so far. Some different rooms.
She made it to
there's
room
the other
number 3.
hallway.
I
Can I-
continue. I'm sorry. Thomas said something.
Thomas.
Thomas is going to say, you know, this is kind of like a beacon, right?
Do we see anything else to the like the?
I mean, if you look into the courtyard, into the other buildings, there doesn't seem to be anything.
Is it still raining outside?
Yes, it is.
Alright. Ellen's just gonna cook the meat and season it with the good season he has.
Yep. So, Ileana is currently with the book. Antlin is currently cooking. Rosalind, you have the rest of your armor on at this point. So Rosalind, Mad, and Thomas. Mad, you were finishing looking down the bedrooms?
Yes.
Alright, the next 3 rooms, this will be what we have, and then we'll go to the other 2 for what they're doing. Much of the same. No other books. You find like a pair of kind of old style boots, one slightly bigger than the other in one of the rooms, but they're not magical or anything like that. You just find very little sort of knickknacks and stuff in the rooms.
Very little what?
Just knickknacks and stuff in the rooms. Doesn't find anything else. So, that being said, Thomas and Rosalind, what are you doing? And just to explain what has happened here. Antlin is cooking in the kitchen, getting your food ready. Matt has called out that there is a trapdoor, possibly leads to a basement in the kitchen, and you have that whole other wing of upstairs.
I think hearing Thomas about being a beacon and stuff, she will be more alert and actually probably stand by the window or the door and start keeping watch.
I mean, you realize that time-wise, all this stuff happened at night. Like, the lights and stuff just happened at night. So, just so you're aware, Rosalind, being able to have logic, this might happen every night. You don't know whether it does or not.
Did Thomas check out the trapdoor? That's what he does, right?
Yeah, well, it's a trapdoor in terms of that's what it's called. It's not actually
Oh.
a trapped door.
Oh.
High fives.
High five.
Rosalind will go to the door.
Thomas will go, wait for me, honey. I love you.
So,
Gonna open it up.
Someone's
You
in
just
the
open it up?
kitchen with Antlin.
She gonna try.
it opens. No traps.
Where are you guys going?
I love trapping trapdoors, by the way, because then they're trapped trapdoors.
Trap squared. Trapception.
Traps.
Trapception. So, there's a staircase that leads down. As you open it, there's a couple lights that flicker on.
It's weird. Is the steps wooden or
No, they're stone.
they're stone? Okay. I was gonna say if they're wooden.
Thomas looks at Rosalind real quick. What is Antlin cooking? What is he doing over there?
Cooking that the beast meat, the what you killed.
I mean, are you sure? Check him out.
He's shaking his rump.
Shaking his rump, sprinkling something on the meat.
Thomas goes down the stairs while she's looking at Antlin.
Alright. Yeah, she raises an eyebrow at
Thomas is
Antlin.
already downstairs.
Weird. She looks around. Where'd he? Oh. Rolls her eyes and just goes downstairs.
So Thomas, you down here first. There are two larger, kind of that keg, that large kind of cask style things down here. There is a number of boxes down here, like shipping boxes. You also see that there is a kind of back, like a cellar door, which probably leads to the other side of the building, what you haven't been to, which has like a large metal bar keeping it closed.
Okay. He'll point this out to Rosin.
Wait,
You know we're alone down here.
And
Thomas moves closer.
rolls eyes. What was it? There was a keg.
Two large ones, not non-tapped. Like they're the big casks you would see like in a distillery, that type of size.
Do they have like labels on them?
Not really. They have like a kind of a sigil, if anything. Not one that you obviously remember or recognize.
She'll go up to one of them and tap on it. Maybe do a little shake. Are they big enough
They're
for her?
full.
She can shake them?
Can't shake
They're
them. No,
full?
they're bigger than you. You could literally fit inside one.
But she can. She tapped it and she can
You
hear.
can hear something's inside you.
Her face lightens up.
Don't want to do this, lass.
Well, why?
Thomas
Give
looks around and he goes, kind of wooden things. Alcohol been here for maybe thousands of years. Probably vinegar at this point.
Sounds like great ale.
if it's ale, it's nicely. Gosh, out of character. I'm not good with knowledge of whole alcohol stuff.
Neither is Rosin.
Rosin
She
would
drinks what's
know.
put in front of her.
I know, but would she know with aging of drinks and stuff?
You don't know when this place stopped, so these could be. It could have been a year ago, right? And this is not bad. There's no way to gauge really how old this alcohol is, or based on everything else, if it's good or bad. The only way to do it is by tapping the keg, which isn't actually tapped yet. The ones upstairs are. There's two of them upstairs and no one's checked out.
They're not tapped.
No, they have the taps
So-
in them. The ones upstairs have the taps in them. So they have the spigots that you can open up. These are full and in the basement. They have not even been punked yet. They haven't been tapped yet.
Wait, there are some in the up
Yeah, that
top?
was like the initial thing I described in the room to you guys.
Oh god. Wait,
You guys
You
were-
said it was broke.
No. I said there was two of them. Both have been tapped.
oh gosh.
Broke.
No, not broke.
I thought you said they were. Wait,
No one's
We
checked them
would've-
out. You did it.
Oh, gosh.
So we're here. It's okay. You can go back and check them out. It's not like they grew legs and walked away.
Or did they?
I mean, maybe now.
hmm,
They attack Antlin. Antlin. Surprise round for the kegs.
No, not my shark stick.
Mimics.
My dragon stick.
Mimics.
well, Thomas,
Oh, God.
I have to say, the ones upstairs, if they're full of ale, I haven't had a drink in a while. I am getting.
Just turns and runs upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gone. She's gone.
Is there anything you're checking out down here, Thomas?
Thomas is just going to look at each of the, any cabinets or, anything
There's
else
more
down there.
crates. Crates, pretty much. Down here. So you have the two large kind of cask, big cask things that are similar upstairs that haven't been tapped. You have a number, I would say there's probably about 30, maybe 30 boxes down here. like crates, varying in sizes from, what would be considered a large one, so about your height, by your width, to smaller ones. Various kind of sigils on them, and then there's the entrance to like the other part of the cellar, which would lead out to like, what you would assume is back, probably where they bring the stuff in, right?
Right.
And there's there's that metal bar that is holding those doors closed. Other
Thomas
than
is
that,
gonna
there's
check
nothing
out-
else to describe.
Thomas is just going to check out the crates. I'm
Do you
assuming
do you own a
they're like
crowbar?
old food. I do not.
Because they're sealed. So okay, give me an athletics check. It's not gonna be an advantage, unfortunately.
Okay.
It takes you a while to eventually get one of these open. What size crate are you going? We'll say you have the large, medium, and small. What size one?
Let's
are
try
you
this. Let's try. Well, first of all, do any of the sigils on there look like the ones on the cask?
There is a couple that look similar. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to assume those are drinks or food. Let's try one of the sigils that doesn't look like one of those.
All right. Yeah. You pop one open and there's the medium or small.
Let's go small.
Yeah. You pop one open. And this one it's different than the sigil on the food, but so the first crate you come to, medium. As you pop it open, there's a psst sound, and it's food.
Yeah.
It's not rotten.
Huh.
Looks like cut
So these are
steaks.
sealed. Nice. Nice. Then I guess we'll try a medium one.
So you get it to a medium one. As you eventually pop it open, this one, based on where you are right now, is it's like a box full of potatoes, literally like a 10-pound box of potatoes, which are not rotten.
And he's going to try, I guess, the big ones now.
All right, you pop open a big one, and it's like we'll say the first one you get to. It's about 24 bottles of rum.
He immediately seals it back up.
Okay, yeah, you seal it right back up.
Okay. So just as I suspect, it looks like food for these.
But it's all fresh food.
Yeah. So Thomas is going to take a couple of the steaks
Okay.
and a couple of potatoes and start heading back
And
upstairs.
any of the vegetables?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So yeah, you just kind of put everything you find. We'll say you find a small, a decent size, like, small box that you can carry, and you kind of just put everything in and grab it under one arm.
Okay. He's going to go back upstairs and show Antlin the food.
Okay. Hanlon, Thomas produces a box of fresh food. Beef steaks, potatoes, so we'll say carrots and everything else. Whatever, Chef Rob is cooking this weekend. Basically is in the box. That's what's in the box.
He looks at him oddly and tilts his head and says, "Where did you get that?"
Downstairs, I got a guy. Fell off the back of a truck. Wagon, whatever.
Immediately, Atlin starts looking around and goes to like a window to try to see outside.
Again, it's it's kind of dirty on the outside. Actually, you're in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Your window's actually clean. You can see outside pretty well. You don't see any other lights in any of the other buildings if that's what you're looking for. But it's hard to kind of see. I mean, you have dark vision. So, I mean, you're looking. There doesn't seem to be anything. You spot like a rabbit, I'll say, kind of scurrying about. There's a raccoon outside.
Thomas is going to go after Rosalind. Honey, I found some other food, and he's going to walk up towards the front with her.
And so as you walk back towards, so you go near Rosalind, which the left or the right keg are you turning this spigot on?
Let's try right.
Right? Yeah. It's you hear that as it comes out. Seems to be mead.
Mead?
Mead, yes.
Closes up quickly.
Okay, closes it.
Left one.
Okay, put the meat down.
Yeah.
You put the meat down next to Antlin, sure. So you go to the other thing and turn.
Yeah.
It's like a dark ale.
Mad! There's ale in here.
Down there.
Thomas is gonna look at-
Closing it, by the way.
It's
Thomas wants to look at.
Did you
sorry,
take
go
a
ahead.
sip of it?
Yeah.
It's a nice like blackberry ale. It's fresh.
It's Mad, you gotta taste this.
Matt, you also see a glass of meat just sitting on the counter that Rosalind apparently doesn't like.
I'll take the mead as well.
Yeah, meat's fantastic. A little bit of honey flavor in it.
Thomas looks around for a minute, just shakes his head, and just walks to the bar. He's like, "Hold on, I'll be bartender."
Thomas, give me an investigation on that back wall.
Okay.
Since you're gonna play bartender, you haven't investigated the wall of liquors.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually meet the DC well, you exceed the DC technically. They both failed, so you realize that there's a system here. They started on the right side and only checked the bottles to the far right. They put the empty bottles on the right end of this until they take them down and refill them. The entire left side is full of alcohol. Rums, whiskeys, all sorts of things. The bar was not
Nice.
empty, they just rolled crap. When I say the best roll was a 7.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah. The DC was 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it becomes empty. There you go, Templar. So, what kills the party? Alcohol poisoning. They never make it to the final battle. They settle down in this self-cleaning tavern-esque building.
That's what Rosalind's gonna do. Alcohol poison, here I come, down the hatch. Oop.
So,
Get a full mug, and then I want to check out the other wing.
okay. Yeah, so you walk the other wing. There are about 6 rooms down this wing as well, as you walk around with your mug of ale. Antolin, your food's about ready. So get ready to roll that survival check. At advantage because see how well you cooked. Unless you have cooking utensils. That's a skill proficiency. So, which door are you going into?
First.
Oh, so you open the first door. You see a beautifully kind of stone-carved bath here. For like 2 people. You probably fit 2 people in it. There is like soaps and kind of little herbs and stuff to have a really nice bath.
Is there water in it?
There is actually standing water in it. There's also a small place to heat it. There's coals underneath that you can light a fire on.
I will close this room and go to the next.
Again, similar. The first 3 are baths. As you get to the second 3 rooms, Mad probably isn't going to understand this, but I will explain it to you, Craig, because you'll get for the picture. They're almost like masseuse rooms.
Okay.
They kind of have that, that really kind of meditation room, masseuse things, with places, some hot, places for hot rocks and stuff.
I
Does it look
understand.
like a torture room?
No, not really. Looks like a nice place to be. Super comfy, like places to lay down. And then you get that's the next 2, and the last room is different. Do you enter the last room?
Yes.
Are you sure you enter the last room?
Okay, I know what this place
It's a
is.
large room, not with like a public
Steam.
bath, kind of like a steam room, but if there were grapes and we were in Greece, you know what this room's for. I'll let you get the
Okay,
put the
now
rest. Did you hear that one?
Heard it.
You do not get that one.
No.
Roman bathhouse, Greece. They have very specific things they like
It's
to
a
do.
puking room.
It's an orgy room.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you
that
go.
Yeah, it's a
Pleasure
pleasure house.
Yeah, you're you're
Okay.
basically in a pleasure house.
Thomas's senses
Oh.
start tingling.
Thomas
You're
has
touching a book.
Thomas has the but here's the thing. It's I mean it's not like the one that was in the Frontier Atlanta. Seems very high class. It's more, you know. They had the service wing for the service wing.
I let
That
them
explains the
know
Harlan outfit. Yes, that does.
Gotcha. I let them know about the baths, and then I go
And
take one.
and you know what? In D&D, as in real life, this is the cleanest establishment you'll ever step foot into.
Yep.
Self cleaning.
Beth, be right back. I'm gonna take a bath. I just put on this armor. Gosh darn it.
You literally just rolled around on the floor to get clean.
Well,
Why are you taking a bath?
Why wouldn't you want to take a hot bath?
it's
Yeah,
Warm,
it's
I imagine.
hot,
It's still
hot
cold.
bath. We've been traveling for how long?
All right, fine. I'll join you. Come on.
No.
Think Matt's in the bathroom.
Antlin serves dinner. To the point where it's like a gourmet chef has prepared it. To put it on, he just missed a 25 with a natural 20 for 24. Dinner is amazing. Might be the best meal you've ever eaten in your lives. And
Thomas
mind
does
you,
not-
considering that, just before you, Thomas, considering that it was, you guys did just have a nice little banquet not too long ago. Rosalind, you immediately checked to see if your food's poisoned. Because last time you ate this meal, you ended up in custody.
She would. She will devour it, and she will try that dragon steak.
Thomas is not going to eat the dragon steak.
Me neither, I'm going to say, because you brought some.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, dragon steak, it's good, it's different.
Tastes like chicken.
More like crocodile, I would say.
Tastes like a large game.
Crocodile's good.
Crocodile is good. A bit salty.
It depends.
It's
Yeah,
not
Carlos,
salty
man.
here.
We're just randomly discussing. We've turned into Chef's Channel. We're just discussing food at this point. It's okay. We're good.
Crocodile is not. Maybe because we can get it more fresh down here, but it's not salty.
Yeah, I didn't have salty crocodile. It can be how
I'm
it
talking
is.
about
alligator.
alligator. My bad,
Alligator.
not crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
what I'm talking
alligator's less salty.
Yeah.
Crocodile's.
As long as it doesn't walk on 2 feet, I'm pretty sure this is good.
So, do you eat chicken? Because that literally walks on 2 feet.
No. I'm referring to.
Okay, the dragon. Gotcha. I thought you were talking just in the conversation for a second.
No. I'm talking like about the same character.
Snails. Snails are awful.
There's only one like alligator / crocodile Atlan's fought before.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Duh. All right. So, anyone else doing anything before, you guys take your rests? The hot baths, if you're taking them.
I still want to look at the bar.
The
I want to see if there's
bar-
any. And see if there's any like hidden things in the bar. Things like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, I mean, if they had fights in there, maybe there'd be some kind of protection that he had around here or something.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Rosalind's gonna be taking a bath and then coming back downstairs with her clothes and getting drunk.
Thomas doesn't
'Cause-
seem to be
Holy cow.
much, but you do find like a small bit of stonework which seems to move, and inside there's like a small chest.
Okay. I found a thing.
What did you find?
A chest.
Anything in it?
I can see if I can try to open it.
Okay.
Thieves' tools, I guess.
If
Is it
you-
locked?
yeah,
Well,
if
first
you
of all,
go-
is it locked?
It does, yeah. It's a chest underneath a bar in this kind of establishment,
Right.
Thomas. It's obviously locked.
Well, you never know with obviously. All right, so let's do this.
So does he begins to pick lock it?
I
I
guess
just look at him and say,
26. So yeah, quick. What are you saying as he gets the tools in there?
as he gets the tools, I was like, since when do bards need those type of utensils?
Skulls of a misspent youth. That plus, look who I'm dating. Come on. I had to get y'all out of prisons and stuff like that.
Fair. So fair.
Okay.
There's a clip
It's fair.
as you have easily taken this lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a locked chest?
Antlin, what's 2 plus 2? Done.
Wait, did he ask that to me?
Yeah.
Yep. He said, Antlin, what's 2 plus 2? And just as you're about to answer, he'll just go, done.
So you have a closed but no longer locked chest.
Should we open it? Huh?
Yes.
He'll open it.
All right, Thomas, as you open the chest, please give me a con save.
Kind of figured that. Was actually waiting for that.
No, not a mimic. But a trap when you don't use a key.
Okay.
You guys see Thomas flash into almost a frozen position and fall over backwards, but the chest is open.
I walk over to go
You
look
can't talk.
inside.
You've basically been paralyzed.
I check on him, on Thomas. It's more
I go check the
Rosalind
chest.
Gets
He's a
the,
statue currently. Still
Rosalind
flashing.
gets the
Rosalind,
biggest.
Rosalind, you don't know this is happening because you wanted to go take a bath.
Oh, okay. All right. Dang it.
Alan will check the chest.
Antlin, so you've seen a gold piece in your life, and you've seen a silver piece. This piece is pretty.
I pick one of them up.
Yeah, it's made. You've heard stories of like nobles probably stuff like this. This is a platinum piece. And
How
there's
many is in
lots
the
of it.
chest? Oh god.
There is about 1,000 platinum pieces in this chest.
Oh! Oh!
Thomas, your eyes dart back and forth as Antlin's pulling out these platinum pieces. Matt, he's frozen in time currently. He's breathing fine. There's been no harm done to him. It's probably this is so that they could get guards to come to grab
I
someone.
do
steal
my
it from
best
him.
to make him comfortable. Like prop his head up on something.
Yeah, you can't move his head. He's physically stuck. But
Ah.
you grab a pillow and you put it under him.
698. 600. 899.
And then I look outside again. Looking, been watching. Because this is a beacon.
But the light's barely even protruding from the building outside.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
The windows are dirty, most of them, because they didn't need to be clean on the outside. So there's
Okay.
a little bit. If someone was to walk by the entrance to the foyer and pass a decently high perception check, they might notice it. But it's not a beacon. I mean, the
Like,
bigger beacon might be that there's some smoke going through the chimney, but again, this might happen every night as far as you guys are concerned.
I hold the pile of coin that I have. It's not everything, but like as much as I could in my hands, and I like hold it in front of Thomas, and I just like look.
As you
look
hold
at
it in
this!
front of Thomas, it took him about a good 2 minutes to count through this platinum. As soon as he holds it out in front of you, you unfreeze.
Have you seen this much Thomas before?
No, I haven't. We gotta go spend it. Wait. Shit, this place
Wait,
is deserted. Thomas just starts grumbling and goes, He's like, stupid traps! Just grumbles and just walks towards the kitchen and goes downstairs again, grumbling the entire time.
Wait,
But
hold on.
there's more in these chests.
Can't carry this. Oh, okay.
Put it back in the chest for now.
Where's the chest at? Did he take it with him?
No, the chest is still on the bar top.
Oh, I drop it, everything in.
Okay. So Thomas is downstairs. You guys are upstairs. Ileana's, I'll say like 3/4 of the book at this point, mending it
Making progress.
while eating her dinner.
It's delicious.
Rosalind's enjoying peace and quiet in the bath.
Finally.
Besides, that's a lot of. I'd never seen that much in my life. He pulls out his bow and looks towards the door, and then looks to Matt and says, "This is a lot of distraction, and we still have the black still following us."
Bright and early, we're gonna get up and go to town.
I mean, the difference is you're going to be walking around a ruined city in pitch blackness. Like even
In
with
the
your
morning.
dark visions. No, what
In
I'm saying is for Antlin, just so Antlin can understand the situation. Even with dark vision, you're gonna miss things. It's gonna be a lot more dangerous to be searching the city at night.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying search the city. I'm looking to Mad and just. I think still for tonight we should, because the black.
Because the black is less weird.
keep watch.
Oh, sorry. We should keep watch and stay together still.
Okay. So, Thomas, you were bent back to the basement.
Thomas is grumbling the entire time. Stupid traps. Knew I should have fallen for that. God, I'm getting out of practice. He kicks one of the crates.
Okay.
Kicks the cask as well.
Okay.
He's gonna look at that. He's gonna look at that door to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks there's a bar on it.
So, like a storm door has these two handles, and there's a bar placed in between,
Okay.
keeping it closed from, wind, etc. elements.
Can I go and look at it and see
Yeah.
if it leads out or?
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to try and remove the bar
Okay.
to be able to open the door and look out.
Screw it. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Screw it. Let's
All right,
do
so you're
this.
gonna go pull the bar.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
I'm screwed.
You still have a net 20, don't you?
It does.
I
Look
do.
like a 20.
Yeah. Screw it. Let's use the net 20.
What's your strength modifier?
-1.
So
19.
19 is a failure.
Okay.
Would you like to give me an investigation on why you can't remove the bar, other than being
Sure.
weak?
Yes.
Okay.
Would love to.
No, I would say an advantage because you're already on edge with the missing the trap recently. You're gonna be taking a little bit more time.
Yeah.
There's a button on the bar.
There's a button on the bar.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. I push the button.
It's super easy to move. You just take it right away.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Why are y'all
What'd you say
saying
again?
oh no?
Once you push the button and kind of pull it a little bit, there's no. You just immediately. It's super light, about a pound. You're not sure how it stopped you. I mean, you can realize the button did something. Like, that's fair.
Push the button again.
Okay. Do you go to move the bar?
Yes.
Can't move it at all. You're physically incapable of moving this object.
So I push the button, and I guess I remove it.
Yeah, you push it again, and then you can move it. Yep. So yeah, the doors are just. A little bit of wind is kind of rustling them a bit.
Is there any kind of holes in it to see through, or?
No, they're actually pretty well. I mean, they're two iron doors. I mean, you could open one on your own. It'll take you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open it out?
Sure.
Yeah, you kind of see another kind of part of a little courtyard with some cobblestone the backs of a few different buildings that you haven't seen. Basically, it's the way you came in. They're probably on the other sides of the streets. It looks like where they'd probably bring some carriages in and unload stuff. Just because you see a couple other sort of like the storm doors that lead into basements. So a few of them have been ripped off. Some of them are wood that rotted through. But you don't know. You also don't see any of the lights or anything out like that.
So it's kind of like an alley.
Yeah, it's an alley, but it has like a dead end, that opens up.
Okay. Thomas is going to look at the rod thing, and he's going to set it on the ground and push the button.
Okay.
Does it just? I'm assuming it stands just straight up.
It depends. Well, if you put it on its end, yeah. If you put it flat on the ground, it just stays there.
Okay. Huh. So he's going to push the button and then go back inside and shut the door.
Okay. Going all the way back
Hey, guys.
upstairs? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, I found a thing.
What thing?
What thing?
He holds up a little piece of the rod and all that.
Yeah,
And he says,
metal rod.
"This thing makes it hard to open stuff."
Cool.
Does it work on the chest?
Why would I want to make it hard to open the chest?
I don't know. It was just a suggestion.
How about the front door?
Oh, I could try. There's another door. But sure, we can do it on the front door.
What other door?
In the basement.
My being in taverns, they usually have, back entrances.
Okay.
It would make sense when he says it.
Down the trapdoor?
Well, it's not really trapped. That damn chest was trapped. No, that's a cellar. That's where I found all the food and such.
I know this place has. No, magic. He looks upstairs.
You have your own magic. Why would you call it witchcraft?
Because, people call it that all the time. That's what I agree.
One person calls it witchcraft all the time.
If there's magic everywhere, and is this place naturally like this the whole time? Or is it being upkept by someone?
From the magic being used, it upkeeps itself.
Yes, but I never heard of magic that can... You said you found food downstairs and it wasn't rotten?
Uh-huh. Made a weird sound whenever I opened up one of the crates. Snakes! No.
I've never heard of such magic, and at least not from my own comprehension of what I know that could do such a thing.
Have you heard of magic that can clean your clothing?
No.
So what's the problem?
Well, my thing is, if there are crates with magic inside of them, with fresh produce that he had, does it get restocked all the time by someone else, and someone lives in the city still, or is it just been there the whole time?
Thomas looks at where at the direction of where the trapdoor is.
Was there questions where what?
Basically, Thomas is asking Mad and Thomas about whether, if the food
I don't know,
was...
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. If the food was has always been there and the magic has just been non-touched, or has it been restocked, or does it look like it's been restocked?
It looks like it's been there as long as everything else has.
Yeah, Thomas is gonna say. I mean, if somebody was here and stockpiling it or something, I mean, that doesn't make much sense because that's a crap ton of food.
And it's been untouched.
Well, that's one worry less to think about.
Now, who am I bunking up with?
All right, fine.
I'm a cuddler.
I think we should all still stay together as a group because the black is still out there.
So he wants to share a bed. I like it.
Well, we could share a room,
So he wants to share a bed. I like it.
and I suggest we do the same thing as we always been doing and take watches.
Inside a room?
I mean, in theory, you guys know of two entrances. You could use the immovable rod on one entrance.
Yeah.
And you could, I mean, if you, the front door, for instance, right? And you could move one of the large cabinet next to, like, on top of the trap door, and have one person kind of sitting on the stairs.
Yep.
To watch.
I mean, I
You
think
have
we're
enough
already
pieces
planning
to
to
the
use the
puzzle.
immovable rod. I think we're going to already use the immovable rod on the front door.
Yeah, but I'm saying just so you guys remember the layout. There was
Right.
stuff you could put on top of the trapdoor to make it secure.
And we should do that once we have everyone down here. Where's Roslyn?
I'll go get her. Almost heads
Okay.
upstairs.
Alan pulls out the oath bow and just has an arrow ready.
So, at this point, everyone's ready to pretty much turn in to get their long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Rosalind's getting drunk. So.
I'm sure she took like 3 bottles of rum into that tub, and she's singing in the shower. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So, as everyone goes through their nightly routine, in the interest of time here, watches will happen. You guys will get your long rest. That's where we'll call it for tonight. We're about at 11 p.m. We played for about 3 hours, and we will then set us to finding those weapons next session and really kind of getting in and exploring. The toboggan and stuff kind of changed our pace a little bit, but I think we had fun. So if you guys want to hang out here and chat for a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to go raid Chef if he's still on. So let's go see. Let's go look if Chef is still on. As we let's see here. Let's go make sure that Mr. Chef is. Oh, he is. He's in PUBG, and he's co-streaming.
Hashtag me too. Let's not go there, people.
So, hold on. There we go.
Let's
Let me mute him down. I'll get this title. Hang out for a few minutes, guys, as we go ahead and I get this this host up. So, thanks everyone. Say goodbye to Mixer.
Bye, Mixer.
for all
Thank
the
y'all.
donations and follows.
And retweets.